The judicial officers present, the representative of the humility and unwavering commitment to justice. In brief, your leadership and members of the bench, Honorable Afman Hussein served with distinction as Chief Qadi from the year 2005 until his passing on 10 July 2025. His 2 decades of service in Kwale, Malindi, Mombasa, Isiolo, and Hawaii combined with wisdom and cultural sensitivity. As Chief Qadi, he provided exemplary leadership to the Qadi's courts, ensuring Kipyegon Good, Principal Magistrate, joined the judiciary on 13th of July 2012 and served as Principal Magistrate in Bondo, Diwa, Kericho, and Molo until his passing on the 22nd of October 2024. His dedication, fairness, and work ethics distinguished him. He was particularly noted for his contribution to reducing case backlogs while maintaining quality of justice, understanding that justice delayed is justice denied. Honorable Kunyuk Tito, Principal Qadi, joined the judiciary in 2013 and served as Principal Qadi in Kajiado, Isiolo, Kakuma, Kisumu, and Nakuru. Bridges through extensive research between traditional Islamic legal principles and modern constitutional governance. Honorable Chief Justice Baricho and Makandara until a tragic passing on 15 June 2024. She was known for her meticulous case management and fairness. Her death while in the line of duty, Makandara, serves as a stark reminder of the risks judicial officers and all of us in the administration of justice face. Our courage and dedication exemplify the highest ideals of judicial service. She gave her life in the service of justice. Honorable Timothy Onetancho, Senior Resident Magistrate, joined the judiciary on 10 May 2001 and served for over 2 decades until his passing on 7th of November 2023. His extensive service in Taveta, City Court here in Nairobi, Makandara, Mombasa, Limuru, Garissa, and Kibera demonstrated remarkable versatility and willingness to serve wherever needed, making him an invaluable resource to the judiciary. Honorable Jacqueline, President Magistrate, 2021 and served in Kibera, Thika Small Courts, Claims Court, and Buzere until her passing on 17th March 2024. She represented the new generation of judicial officers, bringing energy and fresh perspectives to the bench. Our work in the small claims court ensured access to justice for ordinary Kenyans in commercial disputes. Honorable Zena Rashid, President Magistrate, joined the judiciary on 8th of August 2023 and served at Milimani Commercial Court until her passing on 20th October 2024. Despite her brief tenure, she made a significant contribution. Her assignment to one of Kenya's busiest commercial courts demonstrated the judiciary's confidence in her abilities. Her loss is particularly poignant because her career held such promise. Honorable Chief Justice, distinguished members of the presiding bench, These 7 judicial officers share the fundamental values, being integrity in maintaining the highest standards, dedication in approaching their work with seriousness, compassion in recognizing the humanity of those before them, accessibility in serving diverse locations across Kenya, and excellence in continually striving to improve. Their collective legacy reminds us that judicial service is not merely a profession but a calling, a commitment to serve the people of Kenya and uphold the rule of law. That is the foundation of our democracy. Your leadership and members of the presiding bench, on behalf of the Attorney General and the government of the Republic of Kenya, I extend our deepest condolences to the families, friends and colleagues of our departed 7 judicial colleagues. May their memory inspire all of us who serve in the administration of justice to uphold the highest standards of integrity, to approach our work with dedication and compassion, and to remember that justice affects the lives of real people every day. In their honor, your leadership and members of the presiding bench, let us renew our commitment to the Constitution, to the rule of law, and to serving the people with humility, integrity, and excellence. To Honorable Hafman Hussein, Honorable Bernard Good, Honorable Kunyok Tito, Honorable Monica Kibuti, Honorable Timothy Tanchu, Honorable Doni Juan, and Honorable Zena Rashid, we salute you. May their souls rest in eternal peace. Your leadership, members of the presiding bench, I respectfully submit.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles Mutinda, for your submissions and kind words to our departed colleagues and messages of condolences to the family. I now invite Mr. Joseph Uliongo, Acting Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions, to make his remarks on behalf of the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Your Lordship, Honorable Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Honorable Judges, Judicial Officers and Registrars present, Honorable Chief Registrar of the Judiciary and Directors present, the representative of the Department of the Office of the Attorney General, representative of the Senior Counsel Bar and Senior Counsels present, representative of the Law Society of Kenya, members of the family of the departed judicial officers, judicial staff present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the entire Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Honorable Presiding Bench, I stand before you today with a heart weighed down by a profound sense of loss, but also uplifted by the privilege of honoring the luminous lives and legacies of our departed judicial officers. The judiciary and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions are two pillars of the same template of justice. While our roles are distinct, our purpose is singular: to ensure that the scales of justice remain balanced, that the rule of law prevails, and that the rights of every citizen are protected under the shield of a fair and impartial legal system. In the hallowed courtrooms where we, as prosecutors, where we present the cases on behalf of the state, it is the judicial officer who embodies the calm, wisdom, and integrity of the law itself. They are the steady hand of the tiller, guiding the ship of justice through the often turbulent waters. The seventh Adman Abdulrahim Hussein, Honorable Monica Kivuti, Honorable Bernard Kipyegon Robert, Honorable Koyuk John Tito, Honorable Timothy Ole Tanchu, Honorable Jacqueline Modoni Kojuan, and Honorable Zena Atetwe Rashid Jalenga were more than just titles on a course list. They were custodians of this sacred trust. They were patient listeners in a busy magistrate courts, the seekers of clarity in a complex legal argument, and the dispensers of wisdom in Kadhi's courts. They dedicated their lives to a cause greater than themselves. Some were tragically taken from us in the most brutal manner. A stark and painful reminder of the vulnerabilities that can shadow the pursuit of justice. Their absence leaves a void in our courtrooms and in our collective legal conscience that cannot be easily filled. Today, we do not just close our files. We pause to reflect on the chapters they wrote with their service. We remember their invaluable contributions, not merely in the judgments they delivered, but in the dignity within which they served, the respect they showed to all who appeared before them, and the unwavering commitment they demonstrated to our nation. The presiding bench, to their families, friends, judicial colleagues, we offer our deepest and most heartfelt condolences. We want you to know that your loss is our loss. The legal fraternity mourns with you. We pray that you find solace in the indelible mark they left in our profession, in the countless lives they touched through their work. As we leave this ceremonial hall, let us carry their legacy forward. Let us be inspired by their dedication. Let us reaffirm our own commitment to the noble cause of justice. To do our work with the same integrity, courage, and compassion that they exemplified. May their souls find eternal peace, and may we, the stewards of justice they left behind, strive to be worthy of the foundation they helped build. Those are submissions on behalf of the ODPP. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yongo, for those submissions on behalf of the Office of Director of Public Prosecutions. I now invite Mr. Maura Kabata, the Vice President of the Law Society of Kenya, to invite Senior Counsel Bar and other speakers who will be representing the Law Society, and then thereafter make his remarks.
It pleases Honorable Bench, the Chief Justice and Lords of the Tribute Bench, allow me to call Mr. Eric Kivuva, the Chairperson of the Law Society of Kenya Nairobi branch, to come and make submissions on behalf of the Law Society. Thereafter, you will allow me to also call the Senior Counsel President Mrs. Zerubanu Mohammed to also come and lead the Law Society. The Honorable Lady Justice Mother Koome, Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, members of this distinguished bench, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, united not only by grief but by gratitude and reverence. Over the past 2 years, the judiciary has endured profound loss. Death in its indiscriminate and often brutal cause has taken from us some of our most cherished judges and judicial officers. We open our hearts to honor lives that were wholly committed to the service of law. We pay tribute to those who upheld the Constitution with courage, dispensed justice with God, who mentored the next generation with patience and grace, and who stood firm in the face of adversity. These were not just roles they played, they were lives lived in pursuit of fairness, equity, and truth. I remember with deep sorrow, Principal Magistrate, the Honorable Monica Kivuti, who tragically succumbed to gunshot wounds sustained on the 13th of June 2024 while presiding over an active court session at Makadara Law Courts. Her untimely death shook the very foundation of our judiciary. Honorable Kivuti was a pillar of collegiality and wisdom, known for her unwavering support during backbench meetings and her dedication to judicial service. Honorable Kivuti was a diligent magistrate, committing to upholding the rule of law, and a meticulous professional who mentored others and spearheaded outreach programs at Nairobi chapter. On the morning of her passing, we were just newly elected and en route to a retreat intended to chart the course of our term. The retreat was abruptly cut short by the devastating news, a moment that marked our beginning with profound grief and renewed sense of purpose. Colleagues, I want to just make a humble request to the Honorable Chief Justice that in honor of Monica Kivuti, let us hasten the steps we have taken to improve the infrastructure at Makadara and also to reduce the congestion at Makadara Law Courts. Colleagues, we have lost many, 7 in total, of our judicial officers in the last 2 years, and their legacy lives on. In the judgments they delivered, the lives they shaped, and the standards they upheld. As we reflect on their enduring contributions, let us renew our commitment to the principles they so faithfully championed. May their memory stir within us a deeper devotion to service, a greater capacity for empathy, and an unwavering dedication to integrity. Let us be reminded that the judiciary is not merely a system. It is a community bound together by purpose and principle. To the families of our departed colleagues, we extend our deepest condolences. Your loss is our loss. May you find comfort in knowing that their service will never be forgotten. Their names will remain etched in the annals of justice. To the Honorable Zena Rashid, Honorable Mudhoni Ojwa, the Honorable Monica Kivuti, the Honorable Ahmad Hussein, Honorable Kunyuk John Titu, Honorable Timothy Olutanju, Honorable Bernard Bugut, we honor you, we miss you, we carry forward your torch. May your souls rest in eternal peace. On behalf of the LSK of the branch, I submit. Madam CJ, allow me to now also call the representative of the Senior Council Bar present, Mrs. Zerubanu Mohammed, to come and make her submissions on behalf of the Law Society of Kenya.
Madam Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court, Your Lordships present, and with the bench before me. May the record show that my name is John Mohammed. On behalf of the Chair of the Senior Counsel Bar, Mr. Philip Murgor, for whose brief I hold, and I am here this afternoon with my colleague and my senior, Fred Ojiambo, Senior Counsel. May it please the Court, we gather this afternoon in this inaugural closing of the file ceremony in respect of the 7 judicial officers who were taken away from amongst us by the cruel hand of death. Already mention has been made of the work that they have done by those who have spoken before me, and repetition is not going to bring them back, but we should remember what they have done. My Lady Chief Justice and Your Lordships, a closing of file ceremony typically refers to a formal event marking the end of an event, often involving a symbolic gesture signifying completion and closure. Therefore, this inaugural event is a very special ceremony to pay tribute to these departed judicial officers. These ceremonies serve to acknowledge the completion of a task or of a period, to celebrate achievements and provide a sense of closure and finality, not only to the family members, but also members of the bar and the bench. The said judicial officers were instrumental in the delivery of justice. They all sacrificed way beyond their time, also family life, and did all sorts of, made sure that they delivered the justice to the people of Kenya, with some paying the ultimate price with their life. It was one of the highest sacrifices that could have been made. The time available to me this afternoon is not sufficient for me to trot through the legacy they have left behind, which has garnished the judiciary, if I may say so humbly, and the legal profession in equal measure. However, if I may, Madam, my Lady the Chief Justice and my Lords here assembled, let me touch on the 3 pillars on which the judiciary must stand in order to be a voice of reason in a world ravaged by overreach and autocratic tendency. It doesn't only mean judges, it also is our other judicial officers. And I say this with specific reference to these 7 judicial officers. If it pleases the court, it is well established now that a judiciary which is efficacious is one which first will perform its professional duties freely, without intimidation, harassment, or interference. Such a judiciary will also guarantee that the judicial officers are not subject to prosecution, sanctions, or economic or other penalties for the actions taken conscientiously in accordance with their professional duties, professional standards, and ethics. They should be treated with respect and must not be identified with the cases of the parties who appear before them, should not be identified. This is
files, but we are not here to close memories or to close the stories of files, but we are not here to close memories or to close the stories of service that brought our departed colleagues to this point of honor today. By your kind invitation, Madam Chief Justice, we meet to reflect and appreciate their invaluable contributions to the legal profession and the nation. On behalf of the law, to the legal profession and the nation. On behalf of the Law Society of Kenya, I appear here today to mourn and to commit ourselves to carrying forward the work for which they gave their lives and